Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I just want to make this video, I guess just in light of some of the recent happenings or division going on in the Free Grace community. I got this clip here I want to share. I think it's a really good timely word for all of us to take heed as we're kind of navigating and just evaluating what's going on. And this is for if you're just on the sidelines or not. This is Fred Shea. He's a pretty solid Free Grace scholar. He's commentating here on 1 Corinthians 11 at the 2016 Free Grace Alliance Conference. So I'm going to let this play. I'm just going to let this one speak for itself. Let me know what you guys think down below. Thanks and God bless.
As you recall in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11, Paul says, "For in the first place, when you come together as a church, I hear that divisions exist among you. And in part, I believe it. For there must also be," notice the word, factions. It's the word we get, heresy. Heresies. Paul says, using that word, there are heresies among you, divisions, factions, people taking sides. And Paul says, so for there must also be factions among you in order that those who are approved may have become evident among you. One of the reasons that it's okay when there's division, when there's a dividing over an interpretation, is it gives the body of Christ an opportunity to examine, to re-examine, and to see what really fits the evidence. So I think that's one reason why Paul was delighted, the fact that, hey, at least we're getting it up on the table. However, if we're going to be effective, then a few things need to take place. One, we must have the exegetical skill and the ethical stamina to raise rival interpretations. It doesn't do any good just say, oh, you read the Bible, oh yeah, that's what it means, I'm done, let's preach. Okay, that's great if that's how you want to do it, but let's stop and say, wait. Yeah, that's what I think it means. That's what it could mean. But is there any other possible way of viewing this? Is there some other rival interpretation? And usually the answer is yes. Now, some of them are not very good, and that's okay, but at least you need to raise it so you can shoot it down. But sometimes we get lazy. Sometimes I think we could call it even being unethical in just assuming they're all wrong, there is nothing worthy of any other view, and just roll on. That can be very painful if you read that about yourself in writings. You want people to deal with you. You want people to argue correctly and properly. So we need to do the same. We need to raise the rival interpretation so we can evaluate them, so we can examine them. We must be fair with the text and allow all views and all evidence, not some of it, all the evidence, into the courtroom to be examined. Once again, that takes a lot of time, that takes a lot of diligence, and that takes a lot of courage. Because what you're really doing is saying, these people think I'm wrong, I need to see if I'm right, and I need to face that challenge. That's much more difficult than just being dogmatic and preaching and everybody says, oh, Pastor, that was wonderful. Oh, that was such a good lesson. Maybe it was, I hope it was. But have you had ethical integrity with how you dealt with that passage and how you dealt with the different options? I think we need to move in that direction.